Outside Northamptonshire's County Hall, protesters outline their fears about the human consequences of what are described as inevitable cuts to vital council services, including those for vulnerable adults and children.
The reason why I'm doing this talking today is to remind them that their cuts, it isn't just about facts and figures, it's about real people's lives, and they're going to die because of the result of today's decisions.
All of you have failed miserably, created this chaos, mess, shambles, turmoil.
And inside, at an emergency meeting, councillors were berated by the public.
Just resign, a lot of you. As for this year's accounts, throw them in the bloody bin and let the bloody professionals do it.
All before they began wrestling with how to pull the authority back from a financial precipice. The anger inside that meeting is because the problems that Northamptonshire is facing are unprecedented. Within the last 6 months, its chief financial officer has issued 2 notices warning that the authority is on the brink of insolvency. The Hope Centre in Northampton supports people struggling with homelessness and poverty. Most arriving here are already feeling the impact of cuts to council services.
We see people who have got nothing else. Charities like us just cannot cope with responsibilities that in the past were the responsibility of social services or other statutory funding. We just can't mop up all that need and that demand.
And one of those in need is Linda, who's partially blind and has mental health issues.
Young lady.
She says after she lost her council support, she ended up homeless.
It's going to impact long term. You take the money now, but it's still going to work out further down the line. You know, the service, those people are still going to need those help.
But the reality for Northamptonshire is that out of a total budget of £441 million this year, it now has to make cuts of up to £70 million. And another £54 million of savings will have to be made next year.
That will involve making some tough decisions about some of those statutory services, and we've got to make sure, of course, that we protect the most vulnerable in both the likes of children's services and adult social care.
Here, local problems, including pricey new council offices, are seen as part of the problem. But experts say reductions in central government funding mean other councils also face serious financial difficulties.
It's clearly mismanagement locally and unwillingness on the part of councillors to make the tough decisions to bring the budget into balance within year. Other councils have just about managed that, but it's not to say that there aren't others that are near the same situation.
Even so, the hole Northamptonshire is currently in is said to be particularly deep. Alison Holt, BBC News.